What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with more of this, our next Theros Beyond Death traditional draft. So obviously, best of three. We have our Golgari black-green deck here with
sweet.
our... Yeah, it has worked out okay. I mean, last time, obviously, as you can see, we are now 1-1. So we've won one match and lost one match. We can get started here. Obviously, if we lose here, we are done with this particular deck, which is unfortunate, but obviously we're going to try to win as much as possible. And we're going to try to do so against Japari?
I was going to say Japari.
Okay, well, there you go. It's hopefully one of those. Okay, they've decided to play first. We have one of each color, which is fine because we have 1 and 2, 3 and 3, and 6.
I don't love it, but I'm learning that mulliganing every 5 seconds is really bad.
Well, and don't forget, this lets us get land.
Oh, that's good.
Out of our top 3 cards
right,
every time
fine.
we play. Every time we play an enchantment, of which we have one here, but we would need 1 land for that. But
right.
Okay, but we have a turn 1 and a turn 2 play,
which is fine.
That's great.
I'm okay with it.
I think that's more than fine. They mulliganed once. They went to 6, played a land. We drew a land.
Good.
And we have a turn 1 play.
I don't like keeping 2 land hands. I do not.
That's fair. They have a second land. We have a 4th land.
Yay. Now I'm happy.
Let's go to combat first, because if Grim Physician dies, he dies. Okay, good. I just didn't want them to see this before that. Alright. They are blue-white. Azorius so far. Let's see if that changes at all. They're playing Caliphate. That's scary. Well, she's currently 2. Oh, spells our opponents cast that target Caliphate cost 1 more. Well, thankfully, the Enchanting Lyre doesn't target on cast. So, we should be able to play it out now, I guess. Okay, and then we can pass and use the lyre. At least currently, the lyre would be best served to be used on Caliphate. Now it would be best served to be used on that thing. Okay, we need 3 for that, which we'll have next turn. So that's fine. Pass to attackers. If Caliphate attacks, I just block with my 1/3, so perfect. We drew another land. We have drawn nothing but land since we started the game.
Since I complained about not having enough lands.
Yeah, we drew 4 in a row, so thanks for that, I guess. Let's...
Hey, I told you we needed to get flood insurance. You didn't listen.
No, that's true. I don't listen when it comes to stuff like that, apparently. Okay, they have a 2/5 Nyxborn Seaguard. Yes, that is going to happen, and the Pegasus all get... Yeah, that's fine. So let's do this now. X equals 3, and use it on the Archon. Submit. Sure, you can pay that. Who cares? They have a 2/2 flyer with lifelink while this is on the field. That is untapped. And they have a 4/3 Caliphate thanks to their Seaguard, which is unfortunate. I will decline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next turn, we can play the Kotobel Pass. Hey! Alright, that's cool. That's very, very cool. Let's play this. We can play them both now. The first Iroan Games and Minions Return. I think we do... Oh, no, we can't. Sorry, we don't have 6 yet. Interesting. This puts another black, so that would be 1, 2, 3. So we could kill Caliphate with this. Or we could kill the Archon with this if we play the Minions Return this turn. Mm. And either way, the Lyre would tap down the other one. Oh, and we get to get a land, but it puts it into our hand.
Oh, I don't think we want to say we get to get a land. We've got lands.
Yeah, fair point. But it could thin it out a bit.
All right,
let's
we'll decide.
Go to combat. Let's do no attacks. And then in our second main,
Okay, now you have more time to decide.
Yeah, thanks. I've noticed. This gives -1/-1. Yeah, it does. Alright. I guess we end our turn. We can do this at instant speed. So yeah, we'll end our turn. It was either that or play this, but I think it's better to put this out so that Blight Breath can kill the 3/4. When it deals damage, we mill ourselves. Okay, that's fine. That's actually perfect if the physician dies. Sleep of the Dead. Tap it, it doesn't untap. Okay. That's perfectly fine, actually. Pass to attackers. Things are going to attack here. That makes perfect sense. Let's... Yeah, they only have Sleep of the Dead, so we'll put Minions Return on the Grim Physician now. Oh, I guess it's unfortunate. Oh, wow. Wow!
Oh.
Are you serious? Our top, out of our top 8 cards, one of them was a non-land?
That's insane.
When we started this game.
Come on, Arena.
What the hell?
Come on.
Alright, so we will block this way, I guess. Or do we... Yeah, I guess it lets us kill the 2/1. That kind of ruins our strategy. We'll kill Caliphate, at least, and keep the Archon tapped down, so that's fine. We block that way. We get to kill their 2/1 as well when the Grim Physician dies.
Doesn't look like we killed Caliphate.
No. We're killing Caliphate with the Blight Breath.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I was
It's
like,
just that... No, it's just that we would have been able to do it. We can kill... Oh, good. Elspeth's Nightmare next turn lets us kill the Pegasus.
Okay.
Which is great. So we play Blight Breath now, kill Caliphate. Yes. And then the Pegasus is going to hit us for another 2. We're going to have to deal with that. Or live with that, I should say. But then next turn, Elspeth's Nightmare lets us kill it.
Okay. That
So
doesn't
that's
sound
good.
so bad.
No, I mean, the other 2 things aren't as relevant, although exiling their graveyard is something, because Caliphate and the Towering Wave Mystic... Oh, and Sleep of the Dead, but they'd probably just replay it at some point. But it's a sorcery, so it'll always be in there. So, okay, they're bouncing our Grim Physician, so that we can't block here, I guess? Or that we'd have to kill this to block there? I don't care about 4 damage as much when we're at 16, and I know that you have nothing else. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Not as big of a deal to me. They don't know that their 2/2's dead. Their flyer, I should say, is dead. And our Nessian Wanderer will be back to block this 2/5. Sure, that's fine. Okay, so they have nothing in their graveyard but Sleep of the Dead. I will decline that. We drew, thank God, a non-land. What a concept. Alright, so Elspeth's Nightmare happens first to get rid of the Pegasus.
Okay.
Then we'll have 4 left, so we can play the Marauder as well.
Cool.
That's actually really good. Or we could just play the Iroan games. Maybe we do Iroan games. Yeah.
2 sagas at once?
Yeah, right?
Sweet.
Pretty cool. We'll kill that. Constellation, no lands on the top 3, but now all 3 of those go to the bottom, so... No, we said Iroan games and Grim Physician, actually. That's fantastic. So the Marauder's the only thing left in our hand. We get a human, top 3, no land again. Well, we're cycling through all our lands now. Do we attack? No, we do not. No attacks. Not this turn. I think, so next turn we get to put 3 +1/+1 counters on one of our creatures.
Okay.
I say we put it on the Cthulhu.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yes, it does. Alright, so they played a second one. Block a 2/5? No, I'll go to 10. That's fine. Decline. Draw a land, of course. Okay, so we put 3 counters on this. It's a 6/5 now. We play a land. They had no cards in their hand, which is why they played it. Because now we wouldn't be able to make them discard it. Let's go to combat. Our 1/3 is still tapped. But the... Yes, and the 2/5 we could block with this. So we attack... Actually, why not attack with everybody? Who cares? We know who we're blocking with. So, yeah. And then we play this. It's an enchantment. Still no land. That's funny. And we drew a land, too. Okay, so they have another 2/2. That's fine. We've been getting a lot more Constellation than they have, but they now have another 2/2 flying lifelink. They scry 2 and draw 1. We get to exile their whole graveyard this turn, which is good. Both of these go away.
Good.
They'll probably play... Oh, they can't play them anymore. So, yeah, they're both gone, though, which is nice. We get to draw a card on our turn as well. Or draw 2 cards, excuse me.
Oh.
Even better. I'll take 2. No, I won't. I can block here. And we don't know what card they have in hand. I'll risk it. We're drawing 2 cards. What do you got? I'll call your bluff. Oh, okay. Sure. They killed our creature. Like I said, we're drawing 2 cards. I'm not super worried about it. It was only until end of turn that it got +2/+2. I will decline to untap that. We got that. That's perfect. So we exile their graveyard and draw 2 cards. Seems very good. One of our 2 cards is a land. Ooh, we get to get a creature back from our graveyard, too. Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Because we discarded a lot of good stuff.
No.
Oh.
We didn't. They go to the bottom. They went to the bottom of our library.
Good.
But we get him back. But let's do the Typhon first. Or do we attack first? I think we attack. We have a 6/5. And that's the only thing we attack with currently. We can't stop the flyer kind of no matter what. But let's attack with the 6/5. They're doing that first. Okay, so they get to scry 2 to cater their draws a little bit. That resolves. This turn, we can play the Typhon, and then during their turn, we can play Omen. Or we could do... We could play Typhon, Omen, Marauder, if we want. But I guess Typhon's a good blocker currently. Let's attack. Let's do Typhon...
What's the omen?
We get the Marauder back from our graveyard.
Oh, okay.
Or we could hold off. If they kill something, yeah, we'll do it during their turn. The thing is, because then we can activate it as well. We can sack it to scry.
Oh,
okay. It was either that or we could have... Oh, no, in fact, we didn't have enough black. So, because the auto-tapper tapped wrong.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we could have played the Marauder, but we need 1 black to play this and then 2 black for the Marauder, and we only had 2 left. Pass to attackers. They can attack with the flyer. Yeah, it makes sense. And they're not attacking with the Seaguard, which is great. They didn't draw something to save their Seaguard. So we pass to blockers. We can't block. So we pass to damage. Good. They go to 11. Hopefully they drew a land. Yeah, before it's our turn, let's play this. Omen of the Dead. We can Constellation trigger. It's our only creature, so it's automatically that. We got either a forest or a swamp. Does it actually matter? We have 5 and 4. Let's just go for the swamp. Why not? We have more black activated abilities coming up soon anyway. Now it's my turn. Untap Entrancing Lyre. I will decline. We drew another swamp. Well, would you look at that? We get a gold token as well. Just swimming in land still. Well, they know we have it, and they have 1 card in hand. We can attack them for 10 this turn. That's something. Hey, look! 3 land on top. Sure, it'll be another swamp. Who cares? It really doesn't matter. Let's go... But that's why this is so important. Let's go to combat. And we attack with our 6/5 and our 4/4. Let's see how they block. They're 2/5. If it blocks the 4/4, it lives. If it blocks the 6/5, it dies. They have a 1/3 flash flyer that can give something -X/-O, where X is their devotion to blue. So they give something -3, the 6/5. And then they block the 4/4, I guess.
That makes sense.
So they take 3. Go to blockers. It's only until end of turn that this gets the minus, so
right.
I'm not super worried about it. They're still blocking the 3? That doesn't make sense. I guess I have 2 cards in hand, 1 unknown. So I guess that makes a bit more sense now, maybe? Okay. I will end my turn, and then at some point on their turn, we can sack this, scry 2, and cater our draws for a bit as best we can. They have the Stinging Lionfish, so whenever they cast their first spell during our turn, they can tap or untap a non-land permanent. That can include their 3/4, which, by the way, they're also using with Constellation to get another 2/2 flyer. Pass to attackers. By the way, notice that they have flyers. Pass to attackers.
I do notice that.
Yay! I like playing against flying decks with this deck. It's fun. Pass to blockers. Pass to damage. We go to 6. They go to 9. And then before our turn, we sack this to scry 2. Lampad and Setessan Training. We'll keep Setessan Training on top. When it enters, we draw a card, so we'll get the Lampad. And that's good, because then we can try to kill them. Do we take this action? Yes, I think we untap it now. Can we win this turn? So it's 2 to play this, 2 to play the Lampad. That's 4. We have a million land, so yes, we untap this. We play the land. 2 for the training. We want our biggest creature to have trample. That makes the most sense. Yup. Okay. Never mind. The Lampad goes away. That's fine. Is that fine? That's not really great. Can we decline?
Gary.
Can we decline? No, we can't. Well, it says you may reveal. Yeah, but Gary goes to the bottom. That's my point.
Unless you choose him, right?
No. You can only choose a land. Of the 3 cards, you can only choose a land. So, okay. So...
I knew that. Sorry.
No, you're fine. All right, so we use this. X equals 2 to tap the Seaguard. Submit. Sure.
We attacking with everything?
I mean, I don't know that we can. They have 1, 2, 3 blockers. They're going to hit us for up to 4 in the air next turn. 5 in the air next turn.
We're at 6.
Yeah, exactly. So we need some blockers back anyway. I think this is all that we can do. I don't think we're anywhere close to killing them, which is unfortunate. But we do know that their biggest threat against us was their flyer, their 3/4 that makes other flyers. So we know what we're doing. Okay, so you're going to take 4 from that. Okay. So they have 8 coming at them. They go to 1 currently with no other blocks. But they're 3/4 on taps because we messed up with the wire. So we lose, I think. Yeah, I messed up. I forgot about how this worked with the Lampad. With the Lampad, we would have won. Yeah, we're dead. That's fine. This is game 1 of 3. And we have the Anti-Flyers deck. They said good game. So yeah, we have the Anti-Flyers deck. So...
That was a good game, though. I feel like
yeah, it was interesting.
We were very neck and neck for a lot of it.
I agree. All right, so
that was a well-matched opponent for us.
It was interesting. All right, so we put all 3 plummets in, no question.
Yeah.
+3/+3 in reach? Yeah. So we put those 4 cards in, now we have to take 4 cards out.
Okay.
What didn't help us? Oh, wait, we have Wardens, too. The Wardens are great here. Aren't they? A 1/4 stops their 3/4 flyer and their 2/2s. They would be gaining life, but they're not hurting us in the process.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 5 cards in, 5 cards come out. Lifelink isn't as important for us. What do you think? Oh, but discarding cards? Trample is very important.
Yes.
The -X is very important.
Okay.
-3 is important. The Wanderer did okay or not okay for us?
I mean, we were flooded, so it wasn't really what we needed.
Yeah.
But that's, a toss-up whether we'll be flooded again
True.
this time or not.
True. The training was good. The Grim Physician was good.
Yeah.
The Omen was good. Scavenging Harpy?
That's a flyer that we never saw.
Well, yeah, and it could kill one of their 2/2s that they make. I know we're running out of time here.
Woe Strider?
The Woe Strider is probably fine. Yeah, it's pretty good. It lets us scry by sacking stuff. The Typhon's good. Acolyte, returning a permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Maybe we get rid of one of the plummets since we've put in a lot of anti-stuff. Oh god, we're going to run out of time.
The Lampad?
The Lampad?
Yeah.
No, because we got them low enough where it could have helped us. It just, I messed up.
Well, we have to pick something. We've gone through everything at this point.
I had to click done. Otherwise it wouldn't have saved all our changes. So we have 42 cards in our deck, I think. It's not the end of the world. It messes up ratios a bit, but we have enough good stuff in there. We should draw some of it.
Like...
This hand looks weirdly familiar.
Yeah, right?
Although it's a lot more expensive. At least we had a 1 and a 2, although they were both creatures. We've got a 1, a 2, a 5, a 5, and a 4 with 2 land. Keep or mulligan?
Oh. Oh, God. Mulliganing in this game is so shit, though.
It sure is.
I feel like every time you hit the word mulligan, you just get literal crap.
Yeah.
Like, the computer's mad at you for not liking your first amount of, like, your first hand.
Yeah.
So it just, like, literally takes a crap on your computer screen.
Yeah. So, keep it?
I guess.
All right. I mean, if we lose this...
You might regret it, but...
I would mulligan this.
Okay. All right.
What do you mean, all right? We have 1 black card and 4 green cards and 2 swamps.
Yeah, but this is a 3. This is a 1. This is...
No,
no,
these
that's
are all...
a
These are
2.
2s. All 3 of these are 2s. This is a 3. Fine. We keep this, but we got to put 1 on the bottom.
Yeah.
What do we get rid of? Gift of Strength, maybe?
I mean, I don't want to.
Well, we have Plummet, though.
Yeah, that's true. Fine.
Gift of Strength. Plus, the first arrow in games gives something +3/+3 permanently, whereas that's only until end of turn. All right, we need a land, preferably a forest,
Yeah.
in the next 2 turns. We go first. They're still deciding. They mulled to 6 in our last game, notably. So we're mulling to 6 now. Looks like they're still considering their mulligans, I guess. We took a while, hence why the rope is here. All right, so we do that. Yeah, they now have 7 after they drew, so yeah, they mulled to 6 as well. We drew our forest.
Woo.
We have Plummet mana up now, but I'm sure they aren't going to play any... Yeah, that's fine. 2/1 is not a problem. We drew another forest.
Good.
Seems eerily familiar. Okay. Pass, I guess? This gives +1/+0, which is not great. But we can play the Iroan games next turn and buff this up as best as possible. Or they could turn it into a fish. Let's use its ability quickly and sack this to scry 1.
Yay.
Aspect of Lamprey, which would give something lifelink, and they discard 2 for 4, but we have no other creatures. Bottom?
If that's what you feel.
What do you feel? This is going to be an 0/1, but if it dies, we're able to get it back with escape later, so I say we just put this on the bottom and look for more creatures.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay. Then it resolves. It's an 0/1 creature. I'll block instead of milling. And then our creature dies, and it has escape. So there you go. Oh, it deals when it deals damage in general. Okay, fine. Hey, Voracious Typhon went into the graveyard. That's cool. Oh, and we drew an Omen of the Dead. It's actually super helpful when we go like this, and then we have 1 up for the Omen later.
Yeah, it's super helpful when our random thing that gets into the graveyard happens to be something with escape, since we actually don't have an escape deck.
Yeah, it's almost like milling in this format is like on an incidental creature is a very bad idea. They have 2 of them, which seems odd. I'm not blocking if they attack, so we'll end up milling 2 again. Yup, that's fine. I don't want to block. I'd rather have a 4/4. Thanks. And then another 4/4 spoilers, for which one I'm going to choose with the Omen. Because the Woe Strider can come back for 5. And they're milling us, so they're fueling our escape, which is super nice of them.
Oh.
Hey, a flyer! That's nice, too. Auras they cast cost 1 less. Okay. Before it's my turn, let's play this Omen. And we will return... Ooh, we can return the Wardens, too? Or the Typhon. Well, the Wardens doesn't have escape, whereas these two do. So maybe we get the Wardens back? Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Okay. Elspeth's Nightmare, eh?
I just played a flyer.
All right, so Elspeth's Nightmare can kill... We only have 4. If we had another land, that would be really nice. 1, 2, 3. So we could put this on.
Oh, no, you're asking for more land.
I know. What a selfish jerk.
It's never good enough for you.
That's true. It is never good enough for me. We're going to do that. We're going to draw a card. It's a land. Hell yeah. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Okay.
Ask and you shall receive, I guess.
Right. Well, so the question is, do we Elspeth's Nightmare and kill one of the Wave Mystics? Or do we Wardens to be able to...
The Wave Mystics were kind of helping us.
Are helping us. Yeah. Yeah, we've got 27 cards left in our library.
I
guess we'll wait a turn.
To kill the flyer.
Well, it's not going to kill the flyer. It's a 1/2 versus a 1/4.
Oh.
It will not kill the flyer. We could plummet to kill the flyer, if that's something we really wanted to do. But if we have 3 mana, it's probably better to play the Wardens.
Okay.
But let's attack first and see what they do. They might make the decision for us.
They might.
By blocking. They don't. They take 5 and go to 15. So they know we have the Wardens. Let's just play it out. The nice thing is it's got Constellation we gain 2 life, and Elspeth's Nightmare is in fact an enchantment. And we can play both of these even if we don't draw a land. So yeah, that'll be nice.
That sounds very nice.
We have 4 cards in our graveyard, and we need 4 others for Woe Strider, so we still need 1 more card to go to our graveyard. They exiled it and returned it, so Tessin Training is now in our graveyard. We can get Woe Strider now. Plus, I assume they attack? Yeah, interesting. Okay, so this hitting us does nothing. We kill one of their Wave Mystics here.
Okay.
They do have a white for Karametra's Blessing, which would give +2/+2. So it could have the Mystics kill one of the Mystics kill the Warden, but I think that's okay. If that's what they have, then that's what they have. We're not drawing cards anyway because they exiled our token, which means it's gone forever. So yep, Karametra's Blessing. Called it. Creature's dead. Theirs is not, but we do have Elspeth's Nightmare, and they mill us for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why 6? Oh, that many, because it had 4 power. Interesting. Okay.
Oh. Well, now we have the Liar.
Yeah, but we don't have the mana for the Liar.
No.
There's no chance we have the mana for the Liar right now. So, Elspeth's Nightmare happens. We kill one of the Mystics. Plummet happens, we kill the Envoy, and then they can hit us for 2 later, but that's fine. It's that one. Plummet is at instant speed, so we will... I think we snap it off now. Because it makes their auras cheaper, so if they have an aura, they'd be able to snap it off cheaper before we would have a chance to kill it.
Oh, okay.
So we kill it. They have a 2/1 left, and we're both at 15, so I think we're doing better. I think we're closer to stabilizing, plus we have these 2 as backup. We don't have 7. We'd need 2 more lands for that, but now, if they don't play out their hand, we have a chance to see it, or to steal it, or at least just see what they have. They got Gary. That happens. Okay, so they're exiling our Elspeth's Nightmare in order to let us not see that 1 card in their hand. We get a gold token, and then we can do this. And this.
Ah.
Okay. It's the best we got for right now. We have Woe Strider, Myers Grasp, Omen of the Dead to help us scry. We're doing pretty okay. They played nothing and passed back. Ooh. I will decline to untap, clearly. They have nothing on the field. We drew another Omen. We can get Gary back.
Woohoo.
Let's play our Woe Strider. How about that? And not exile Gary. Let's exile some lands, shall we? How many do we need? 4? So 1, 2...
I thought we needed land.
Not in our graveyard.
Well,
can't get them back.
Oh,
yeah, no, we have nothing to get them back from the graveyard. And they're easy targets, whereas like the Omen can get us creatures back. They're countering it. Okay. They counter it. That resolves. And it exiles it. Okay.
Hey, at least they didn't use it on something more
yeah,
beneficial.
but I mean, except that it exiled it, so it's gone now, forever.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very good what they just did, unfortunately. We'll pass to attackers, and before it's our turn, we'll play the Omen, and we can auto-pay, but we need black. Very good. So we get the Omen out, and we can get back...
You said Gary?
Yeah, unfortunately... I did say Gary. They have a 3/3 Caliphate, which dies on our turn to Myers Grasp. But Gary is 5, so we won't have the mana to do both. But they have nothing else. And it's a 2/4 versus this 4/4, which we need 2 more lands. Or we have a 2/1 flyer. This is so tough.
Yeah.
I think we're better suited taking the Nyxborn Marauder here.
Okay.
It's more damage over time. We will decline to untap it. We drew a land, thank you. That's actually quite helpful. Unfortunately, we don't now have the mana to play the Nyxborn Marauder, but we wouldn't have been able to play Gary either.
Yeah.
So we play Myers Grasp to kill Caliphate. Sure, we auto-pay for it. That's fine. She dies. We have 3 mana to activate our Omens, though, so that's good. We pass. We'll see what they do. We can scry at the end of our turn. They have 4 mana, by the way. They are short on mana. They've passed to attackers, and they're ending their turn, so let's scry 2.
Yeah, I think that's why they keep not playing anything. I think what
Yeah.
they have is big stuff, and they just don't have enough mana for it.
Yeah, it seems that way. Untap Entrancing Liar, no. We will play the Marauder over the Physician, but we have it now. They're countering it, it seems. That's fine. They're not countering it. They thought about countering it, but they have something now. It's a 1/3 that shrinks at this turn. Okay. But they have a 1/3 flyer. I guess it can get in for some damage now, but... They have a 2/2, and with Constellation it can get Double Strike. They're playing Sleep of the Dead to tap it. Okay. How many cards in their graveyard? 9, so they can do that many times. Alright. Untap Entrancing Liar. I will... With 14 cards left in our library, I will decline that. Plummet. Nice draw. Very nice draw. I like that. Okay. That's a very good thing as well. 4, 5, 6. Next turn, I would like to draw a land. And our Omen of the Dead can help us with that. Let's pass. They can cast Sleep of the Dead on the Grim Physician if they really want to. Because the best thing for us to do would be to block the Favorite of Iroas, and then when this dies, give it -1/-1 and kill it as well. Mm-hmm. But if they give it Double Strike by playing an enchantment of some kind, we're a little bit screwed. But let's see what they do. They did attack with both. Let's pass to blockers. We'll kill the flyer, or try to kill the flyer first. They respond by giving it indestructible with Karametra's Blessing. Nope. They will probably try to save the Favorite of Iroas. Now we'll pass to blockers. Go to damage. I know what we're doing. We're killing either... Actually, interestingly, if Grim Physician dies, but they've saved the Favorite of Iroas... Oh no, they saved both. Wow, that's a good play. Good for you. So everything gets... This gets +2/+1, but everything else gets +1/+1. So they saved their favorite of Iroas by not letting it die even to the -1/-1 from the Grim Physician afterwards.
All right.
But then we could have given the Towering Wave Mystic -1/-1, but they pumped that one as well.
All right.
So nothing dies to the Grim Physician here, which is a great play on our opponent's part. And I'm
tell them
actually proud. That's a very good play. I like that a lot. Before our turn, let's scry 2 again. I want 1 land. We did not get it. Blight Breath, though, kills the favorite of Iroas, and then we'll have Nylea's Forerunner after the fact. We still don't have a land for the next 2 turns, which is unfortunate. I will decline. And then we kill the favorite of Iroas right now. Okay. Then we attack them for 4. They're at 11.
Okay.
We're at 12.
Okay.
This card is so busted. They drew a land. They can Sleep of the Dead on this, or this, I guess. This mitigates 1 more damage than this. Or they could play it twice. Nope. How much does it cost? Yeah, 1. So yeah, they could... Oh, it's 3 to escape it. Ooh, the auto pay? No, it doesn't matter. We're good. I will decline to untap. Now we have the Forerunner. So we play it and then attack, I guess. It doesn't really matter. We know what they have. Perfect. They're going to run out of things to tap eventually. Ooh, they drew another land.
Oh.
So now they can cast it twice. They said good game. Oh. That's okay. We're going to game 3. It's 1-1. Now we can cater our deck a little bit more. So we had... Were there any cards that we had that didn't do anything for us this time around? The Wardens were good. They got rid of them pretty quickly. But we just had more things going on than they did.
Yeah.
They were a little bit land screwed. They had 4 for most of the game, and then they drew 2 land in a row towards the end when they needed gas instead.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that anything feels like it needed to come out of here.
Well, but we have 42 cards, is my point. I guess most of the time when they attacked on the ground and we blocked, they had Karametra's Blessing up. And otherwise they were attacking us in the air. So Moss Viper might not be as good. But it is a 1-mana 1/1, so getting it in early is helpful. Like, the Grim Physician got a little bit hosed that time. But otherwise, in game 1, it was pretty good for us.
Right. Just to, like, have something on the field.
Right. The Woe Strider? I mean, we made them use a counterspell and a kill spell on it, but...
And then we were able to bring it back with Escape. Or
well, that's what I'm saying. They used
able to bring it back.
Right. That's why they used the counterspell on it. Was when we tried to escape it. They used the kill spell on it first, then the counterspell on it.
Yeah, and that uses up their counters.
Exactly.
So it can't be used on something
Yeah.
else.
So we definitely keep it. We don't get rid of it. Gary would have been good, but both times that we had him, he didn't work out for us.
Right. Because he costs a lot.
What about Minions Return? Can we get rid of that, maybe?
But that was something we actually used.
Is it?
Yeah, wasn't it?
We brought the Grim Physician back with it in game 1 and didn't use it game 2 because it got milled.
Oh, fine.
All right, maybe we just keep the 42?
I'm okay with it.
All right, we'll try it. I don't love it, and I'm sure if you are of the opinion that always 40 cards, leave it in the comments. Let us know why. Obviously, the main answer is ratios, right? Like, they're double Omen of the Dead, Setessan Training, Voracious Typhon with 3 lands, and we don't have the double green for the Typhon, which is our only creature. Keep or mull.
I want to mull this.
With 2 Omens in hand, it's pretty good if they get the Towering Wave Mystic out. And we know they have 2 of them, at least.
Oh, yeah. And
But
at least we can scry with the omens, right? Scry too.
After they're on the field and you've sacked them, yeah.
Oh,
it just
shit.
takes a while. Like, because you play them to get a creature back from your graveyard, but we're not going to have any that early on.
Oh.
But if we get a green in the first 3 turns, we'll have Typhon, so... They kept 7.
Fine. hate it.
So do I. I do not love this hand at all. We drew the green immediately.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you, land gods.
No, the land gods do not love us, and you know it.
I know, that's true.
Hey, a 1/2
That's
flyer.
why I'm thanking them when they do well
Well,
for us.
we don't know that they're going to do well for us. Yep, there's another, as I said. Okay. Pass. For the next 2 turns, we got to play these swamps. Or, these
Forests.
are forests. Sorry, we played 2 swamps.
I did that last game too.
Yeah, we take 1 in the air, because there's nothing we can do about it. But it's 1, so I'm not as worried. We are slow, and they have counterspells, which is a problem. Hey, Wardens. Good, we'll play that next. They'll counter it if they want. Because they have Deny the Divine? Nope. Okay. That's super helpful. Wow. Okay. That's a huge surprise for me. I block. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, ichthyomorphosis. Do it. I can't block now, but I would. We take it. Gift of Strength.
Nice.
Oh, what a draw. But we can't. We have to play this. Fine. We'll save it for later. But this on this makes it a 3/4 reach, and we just block the 1/2. Like, that's really
Nice.
funny. No attacks? That would be silly, though. Could attack with that. That'd be funny. Okay, they have 5 land, so they're definitely not short on land this time.
Okay.
They tap it, and it doesn't untap. Sleep of the Dead is very good for them.
Yes, it is.
It's like they're trying to do a mill strategy, but it's not really working. Mire's Grasp. Do we waste a Mire's Grasp here? That seems bad.
It does. I agree.
But Setessan Training... Well, they have nothing in their graveyard. We could Setessan Training on the Typhon and make it a 5/4 trample and draw a card.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay. And we keep up Gift of Strength and Omen of the Dead.
But I thought it doesn't untap.
During our next untap step.
Oh.
We drew a land. That's fine, arguably. So yeah, we pass. I'm not going to use a Mire's Grasp on a 1/2 flyer when we've got this
Yeah.
in our hand for our Nexus Wardens. So it'll get reach back, which is fun. Yeah, they don't have the resources to use this Sleep of the Dead, although we do know that they have another one in their deck somewhere.
Yes.
Pass
At
to
least
attackers.
one.
Okay, so before we pass to blockers, we will give this +3/+3 and reach. They can counter if they really want to. Right? Okay. Now we are in blockers. Oh no, pass to blockers. And block. They can give it +2/+2, but it won't kill. It'll just save their creature. Or +2/+1 or whatever. Whatever they have. Nothing. Pass to damage. It dies. Our creature lives. And
nice.
It's our turn. That's the only card in our graveyard. Yeah, our turn. We drew a Minion's Return. We play a land, and we attack with our Typhon. They have an 0/5 Flash Defender, which we could steal if we really wanted to, but I see no need.
It's so cute, though.
I love the turtle, but the turtle dies now, which is unfortunate. It wasn't my choice, turtle. I'm very sorry. You had to die for your owner's sins, I guess.
You're such a jerk.
Oh, +2/+1 to save it. Interesting.
Oh.
Unless they also give it +2/+2. That would be fascinating. No, they did that to let it live. Yup. They're trying to kill our creature. That's fascinating. We could Minions Return it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, they're tapped out, right? So, sure. You can do that. We'll just Minions Return on it. And now when it dies, we get it right back. It doesn't have Setessan Training on it anymore, but we still get it.
Yeah. Oh, we don't even get it in our hand. It's already played.
Ooh,
Nice.
we can kill the turtle right now.
Oh.
Yeah, let's do it. I don't need them blocking infinitely like that. Plus, otherwise it would have been an 0/5 and Mire's Grasp wouldn't have killed it after that. but it had so much damage marked on it, they said nice. Yeah, I thought so. Thank you.
Is there a thanks?
Sure. Nope.
Nope.
There's not.
Good game.
Yeah, exactly. That's super rude. I will not do that. Okay, so they've exiled almost every other card in their graveyard except for that to use Sleep of the Dead to keep it tapped. That's fine. We have 4 cards in our graveyard, but none of them are creatures, so we pass to attackers on their turn. They have 1 card in hand remaining, which they don't use. It's our turn, and we drew a land. Pass, I guess. Damn it, Omens. Although, you know,
Those
we could have...
bastards are still there.
Well, we could have used an Omen on this, but instead we used the Minion's Return to bring it back immediately, so we didn't have to tap the extra 4, which was good for us, to be honest. Like, it worked out nicely. They played a land. They have 7 land and 1 card in hand. Pass to attackers. They end their turn. We drew a land. Guess we're all in the same boat here. But I can attack now. Or they could be playing a Flicker. They exile it and then bring it back, so it has Summoning Sickness. So we can't attack with it. They're saving themselves damage.
Yeah.
They're at 20, so I wouldn't have used it that early, to be honest with you, but who knows? All right, they've got a 2/1 Towering Wave Mystic, where we have 26 cards in our library.
Yeah, I mean, the picture's pretty scary on it, but it's still just a 4/4. It's not that big.
We drew another land. That's 3 in a row, I think. Go to combat. Attack. Do they block? I doubt it. Yeah. Okay. I will snap block with this Nexus Wardens if they attack with that Towering Wave Mystic. Because, yeah. Ooh, the Archon. We do not have stuff to kill it with yet. Pass to attackers. Please attack with it. Yes! Yes! Pass to blockers. I block. Pass to damage. Perfect. We mill 2. It resolves. Gary and Blight Breath. God damn it.
Man.
God damn it. Oh, well, we can omen.
Omens.
Yeah, but we can omen for Gary and Blight Breath. Or Blight Breath and Wardens. This is tough, actually. We have a couple of choices here. Let's omen. For Blight Breath and Gary, but we have to play Gary first.
Do we have enough land?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No, not for 1 turn. We could do...
So does it make more sense to do the Wardens then?
I mean, no. The Blight Breath is the only thing that we have that kills the 3/4, which we need to do, because as soon as they play an enchantment, they get 2/2 flyers on top of it, which the Wardens can only block 1 thing a turn. So we need... But we need more black? No. We'll have the Omens. So it's Blight Breath and Wardens. Blight Breath. That resolves.
So I was right.
Yes, because the Omens count as devotion for the Blight Breath.
Okay.
Wardens. Play the Wardens. Oh, right. It's not my turn. Okay, that's fine. Blight Breath. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Kill that. Oh, yeah, they said... Because they said nice again. So we have 3 left. I guess, do we play the Wardens that they know about, or do we play the Woe Strider? I guess we play the Wardens because they know about it. Mm-hmm. Or do we play neither and save up scrying on the Omens? I guess... Oh, we just played that. Okay. So, yeah. We'll play the Wardens that they know about. It's a good blocker for the Wave Mystic, because... Which means they probably play Sleep. Oh, no, they can't play Sleep. They can bounce it, though. Okay, sure. They mill us for another 2. I'm not blocking that. That'd be silly. That would kill our Blight Breath. They milled a Cetessan Training and a Plummet. We can play everything this turn.
Nice.
So, Wardens? Is there a reason to do this in any particular order? Oh, actually, this is great. Woe Strider. We get the Goat. Nexus Wardens. And the Grim Physician. We know what's in their hand. So let's use this. Sack this. -1/-1 on their Wave Mystic to kill it. And we scry 1, putting this land that we definitely don't need right on the bottom.
Very nice.
Let's go to combat and attack for 7.
That was awesome.
They go to 9. Yeah, that seemed really nice. And then at the end of their turn, we can scry again by sacking this Goat. Sorry, friend, that's definitely what you're here for. They said good game. Good game. We win!
Yay.
Holy crap. That was tough.
Thank you, Japari.
Yeah. However you pronounce your name.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was one match. You want to try one more in this video?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
I like this deck, actually.
We are 2-1. Again, if we play against a deck that is heavily enough flyers, we're pretty darn good in game 2. Trinova.
Oh.
Or Trinova? Something like that.
I like Trinova.
Trinova, yeah. They decide who will play first. Oh.
Well, mulligan.
I was going to say, I mean, the liar can get us there for a little while we wait for more stuff, but that's probably not the best strategy in the world.
No, it's really not.
Mulligan it is. They're choosing whether to keep 7 or to mulligan. They kept 7. We're mulliganing?
Yeah.
It's fine if we are, I'm just asking.
5 lands in the opening hand?
And no creatures? Okay. 3 land, Woe Strider, Gary, Nessian Wanderer, Setessan Training. We may just end up putting Gary on the bottom here.
Yes.
No love for Gary in this deck, I
poor
feel
Gary.
like. Yeah, it sucks. Sorry, dude. Can't be helped. You're just never here at an opportune time.
So maybe he's the one we take out.
Who knows? He's so good. We just
I know.
don't ever see him in a
But
time when it
he's
makes sense.
expensive.
Sure.
That's...
We drew a land. We have Wanderer on turn 2, followed by Woe Strider on turn 3. They're black-red. They're Rakdos. Ooh, we have Scavenging Harpy as well.
Yay.
All right, Wanderer comes out. It's a 1/3. Okay. They're doing something to our Wanderer? Or are they just reading what it does? It's not that scary, I assure you. It's a pretty good blocker, though. As a 1/3. Elspeth's Nightmare kills it. Great.
Okay.
Oh. Well, this gets to take non-creature, non-lands. So they can take one of our Setessan trainings. So I guess we play Scavenging Harpy. The thing is, if we play Woe Strider and they have a way to kill it, then it'll get exiled from our graveyard with Elspeth's Nightmare. So I'd rather play the Harpy and not exile anything from their graveyard.
Are we going to be able to hit them with the Harpy?
Not this turn, but
I
yes.
mean, before it dies.
Before the Harpy dies? Why would the Harpy die?
Oh, okay, great.
I'm just saying, if they had a way to kill the Strider, they would then
okay.
be able to exile our graveyard next turn. They're going to get rid of one of our trainings. It's their only choice. And they have... Yeah, it's one or the other. They're not special in either way, but... yeah, and these are the 2 colors that have removal. They have a 4/4 that can block. We'll play the land they know about. We'll play the Strider, I guess. We can't attack with the Harpy now, because their Flummox Cyclops has reach. But they know we have the Woe Strider as well, so we play that. We get the Goat. And we pass for now, I guess. Now they exile our graveyard. It resolves. We have the Wanderer and Setessan Training in exile now. Okay. If they're going to get rid of the Woe Strider in some way, we at least get to scry 1 with the Goat before it happens, hopefully.
That Goat token, like, just reminds me so much of that Taylor Swift meme.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because it's
The
like
song?
so doofy looking.
Yeah. Well, He's literally being created to die. Like,
Oh.
that's his only purpose.
Oh no.
He's made by a creature that lets you sack other creatures, so I don't think there's a question as to what's happening here. Like,
Yeah, maybe it's not that he is doofy. Maybe it's just that he's accepted his own fate.
he knows what's coming,
Yes.
and he's just horrified about it. Okay, so we discard 2 cards, so we lose our other Setessan training and our land, and their 4/4 Cyclops now has lifelink. It resolves. Pass to attackers. They attack us for 4, I assume. Makes sense. Do I block with the goat? Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
You block with the goat and then sack it, and their creature doesn't deal damage, so they gain no life.
Ah.
So, pass to blockers. We block. Block to damage, and then before damage, we sack the goat. That's all. And we scry that land to the bottom.
Very nice.
Not helpful. Although if we draw a 5-drop, that feels a little bad. Our turn. We drew a land. That's really tough. I guess we attack here. We're at 20, so like they're going to bring us to 16. But we're going to hit them for 5, then they're going to gain 4, so they'll be at 19. But, like, otherwise we leave the Harpy back to block, and that feels bad when we're at 20. So, sure, the Cyclops wouldn't have been able to block anyway, but it's tapped. So, yeah, that's the only thing we can do. Feels bad, man. Okay. Okay. Nothing on main phase 1. They attack us for 4 and gain 4 and go to 19. Makes sense. And then second main. They have a Pharika spawn. It is just a 3/4, but it can escape for 6 and 3 other cards to be a 5/6, and we would have to sack a non-Gorgon creature. We drew another land.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me
You
too.
shouldn't be laughing at us.
Whatever. It's really not much else we can do about it. Setessan training wouldn't have helped, and they made us discard 2 of them. Or get rid of 2 of them and a land. The land obviously wouldn't have helped, because God knows we don't need land right now. Oh, good. It's a
What is
4/4 flyer.
What the?
Says whenever another non-token creature they control dies, they can exile it, and if they do, they get a token that's a copy of it, but it's a 1/1 nightmare in addition to its other types.
Jeez.
Yep. We're at 16, so 7 would bring us to 9. They have a 4/4 flyer, we have a 2/1 flyer. I guess we take it? What the hell else are we going to do? We just have nothing. They have 4 cards in hand. We drew an Omen of the Dead, so we can get back nothing, because we have no creatures in our graveyard. And they have only Elspeth's Nightmare in theirs. Let's pass, I guess? Take another 7 and go to 2 if we only block the Nightmare Shepherd. How much is it to escape this? 5 mana, 4 other cards, but they exiled our other 2, so we don't even have enough cards in our graveyard. We can scry when we play Omen to get this back. I guess it doesn't wholly matter whether we block the flyer or the Cyclops, except that the Cyclops would gain them for life.
Yeah.
They're giving something else flying, which is good. At least we know how we're sideboarding. They're going to give the Cyclops flying, I guess? Yeah, that's fine. That's what I was going to block with the Harpy anyway. That seems helpful to us, in fact. Yeah, perfect. that resolves. I wasn't going to block this. I was going to block the Cyclops with the flyer anyway. And then sack it so they don't gain the life, same as what we did before. Pass to attackers, they attack with everything. We take 7 and go to 2, unless they have something for 1 red to deal us 2 damage. But we pass to blockers. We block this way. Block like that. Then we sack this. Scry 1. And it's Grim Physician, which is not helpful. It doesn't help us live or win, so we put it on the bottom. We're not dead yet. 2's not 0, but Grim Physician doesn't get us there. Pass to damage. We're at 2. And before we take our turn, we're going to play Omen and get our Harpy back. Okay. They have something that they can play, which is why it keeps stopping for them, but if they're slow rolling something, that's a little annoying. But it's possible that they're not. Elspeth's Nightmare can kill nothing because it's a creature that an opponent controls with power 2 or less, which does not exist on their side of the field. Yep. So we have Scavenging Harpy. We exile their only card in their graveyard. And then Elspeth's Nightmare. Yeah, we can't do anything with it.
Play it.
So it doesn't... Well, we can play it. It just won't do anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's
Yeah.
no point in playing it if it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, but I mean, we're dead anyway. So, yeah. We can block 2 things, but we're at 2. As long as they attack with all 3 of their creatures, we lose. Oh, Gary. Okay. Hey, it's a good thing we didn't concede, because now we know that they have Gary in their deck.
Yeah.
If we had conceded, we would not have had that piece of information. Let's swap some flying stuff in, shall we?
Yes.
Or anti-flying stuff. So, 2 plummets and a warden?
Okay.
No.
Gift of Strength.
No, because they had...
we
Yes,
have that.
because they had the 4/4 flyer, and then they gave their Flummox Cyclops, which is also a 4/4. So,
Yeah.
Nexus Wardens is actually not as helpful. We can take that out fully. Put in plummets instead, and do we want to put this guy in or no?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
But he is only a 5/5 if they're empty-handed.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, he's smaller than that. The only other anti-flying stuff we have is this, but only after we've escaped it by exiling 4 other cards is it a 4/5. So that's not super helpful either. No. Triple plummet feels good. This is cheap as hell, though.
Initially, but not if you actually want to do something with it.
Yeah, but this is 6.
Yeah, that's true.
3 plummets, I don't know if... And Gift of Strength.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe that's enough. But now we have to take out 3 things. So what 3 things come out? Woe Strider or no? You talked about
What
Gary.
about the Acolyte? Have we even used the Acolyte?
Where is that?
Behind the Lampard.
We haven't seen it. We haven't seen it since match 1.
What does that even do?
It mills us for 2, and then we get a permanent from our graveyard back to our hand.
Oh.
Which is quite good. I mean, the things we just put in to deal with the flyers are 3 plummets and a Gift of Strength, which doesn't count for any of that. But the Liar does, the Sagas do, the Omens do, all of our creatures do. So yeah, this is quite good. We just haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Blight Breath would have helped out a lot there. So yeah. The Grim Physician is not helpful. They played nothing small enough for that. So that's 1.
So then the Viper.
No, it's a Death Toucher. It kills anything it blocks.
Yeah. I forgot it had Death Touch.
Yeah. All right, we're out of time.
Okay.
Sorry. That wasn't your fault. That was mine. I just, again, if we don't hit done, then we don't get
I know,
the
we don't
changes
get
saved.
any
So,
of the changes,
yeah,
yeah.
so we need to make sure that we do that. We'll play first. We have 2 forests, a plummet, and 2 Setessan trainings. If we draw a swamp, we have a Harpy and an Elspeth's Nightmare. But otherwise, we have literal nothing.
Yeah, I don't love this hand.
This one's worse.
Oh, sure is.
They kept 7. We're going to 5. we'll keep this, I guess.
Yeah,
We're
'cause
getting
we
rid
have
of
to.
Aspect of Lamprey and Minions Return? Okay, so Aspect goes on the bottom, Minions Return goes on the bottom. This may be how this deck goes out, I guess. We'll do that and pass. If we have to drop Omen because they mill us or make us discard or whatever, then... Okay, Grim Physician. I guess they had their own. Pass. We drew a land. It's not the worst. We can play Woe Strider next turn now.
Okay. I do like Woe Strider.
Yeah. We can't block the Grim Physician with it, though. Careless Celebrant, we can't let that die either. Interesting. And in fact, they can do some shenanigans where, like, if this dies, they use it to kill this, which they use to kill our Woe Strider. Yeah. We drew Gary.
Alright, here's the new strategy. We don't put any cards on the field.
That is a fantastic strategy. I love it. I think it's so profound, well thought out. I love it. Just very well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's super funny. Okay. So we played our Woe Strider. We have our Goat. We can do what we did last time where we block with the Goat and then pre-damage but post-blocks, we sack it to scry 1. But again, if they have a way to kill their Grim Physician, they can do some really fancy nonsense that would make me very upset. Okay, so we block more the larger amount of damage. We pass to blockers, block the 2/1, block. Then once blocks go through, they're doing something. Maybe. Because again, if we blocked the Grim Physician with the Woe Strider, it would deal 1 damage to the Woe Strider, and then it would die, and then it could give the Woe Strider -1/-1 and kill it. So I'm not interested in that. Then before we pass to damage, we sacrifice our Goat to scry 1. A land would be okay. Setessan Training would be okay, I guess. It lets us draw a card. Why not? Why not? Excuse me. Okay, damage goes through. We take 1. They have a 3/3 that can't block. Well, we could keep up Gift of Strength if we wanted, and not attack, and not play the Setessan Training. But if we play the Setessan Training, we have a chance of drawing a forest, so that we can play Gift to keep up Gift of Strength. And then put what? Then we attack for 4? That's not necessary. Alright, we do nothing. Pass.
They don't do anything either.
I mean, they're going to attack, because they're
No.
not stupid. Because any of their creatures trades with our Woe Strider, including their 1/1.
You don't know that they're not stupid. Maybe they're stupid.
They have made a pretty darn good deck, which means they would have had to have drafted well enough. Okay, so they are attacking with everything.
Damn
That's not a surprise. We will pass to blockers first. Block here. Go to damage. And they will do nothing yet, so we will Gift of Strength on our creature. And it seems like they might have a response of some kind. Are they really going to do it? There's no way. There's no way they target Grim Physician to kill Careless Celebrant to kill Woe Strider here. There's no chance. They just sack all their other creatures? That seems very bad.
Yeah.
For them. Wow, they did it! Okay, we still have Omen of the Dead up, notably. That's funny. Okay, so they deal 5 damage to it. Okay, so they didn't kill the Careless Celebrant, but this is already blocked. So we pass the damage, we take 2. And then before our turn, we go like this. Omen of the Dead. And get the Woe Strider back. And then we drew the Liar.
Ooh.
It's not great.
I mean, don't forget the Woe Strider has Escape. I mean, I know we have to pay more land.
5 mana, which we don't have, and 4 other cards, of which we have 1.
Oh, okay, never mind
yeah,
then.
No.
I thought it was just the 5 land.
No.
I didn't realize it was also 4 dead cards.
So do we replay the Woe Strider, or do we play the Entrancing Liar? I think we play the Liar.
Well, it's better, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, either one does nothing this turn to mitigate damage, because we're not blocking either of their creatures right now. We're just taking 5 this turn no matter what, but then we can mitigate the 3 damage from the Underworld Charger next turn by tapping it with the Entrancing Liar. Problem is then we're doing nothing next turn besides stopping that thing anyway.
Well, could we have with the Strider?
By sacking the Strider to kill the Underworld Charger. Okay, it gets lifelink, so they gain 3 life once. Oh, and we discard 2 cards.
From our hand?
Yeah.
Ooh.
We keep Gary, but that's it. We discard the Training and the Woe Strider, because the Woe Strider has Escape, right? So,
Yeah,
and they know
Gary's
about it.
Expensive. We can't afford him right
We can't afford the Woe Strider after discards either, but
yeah, I guess not.
we have to try.
The Omen.
The Omen lets us scry. That doesn't make it cheaper. It just... hold on. Pass to attackers, sure. Yeah, we take 5. Sorry. I had a lot of things going on in my head. What did you mean by with the Omen?
I thought we could bring it back with the Omen.
Not only when it's in our hand.
Oh.
Because then when we play it, we return the creature. Hey, we drew a
and
land.
it doesn't count as being in our hand right now.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Pass, I guess? Yeah, for this turn. We can use the Liar on the Charger whenever we want, because it's instant speed. And then we'll take another 2 and go to 9, and they're at 23, but what the hell else are we going to do? We mulled to 5, and we're still hanging on somehow, but we really need that second black. That would be quite nice. 1, 2, 3 on that one. Submit. Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't really matter either way. We don't have anything for 1 black or 1 green, and that's the only amount left over.
There's a Viper in our deck.
No, I mean right now, because obviously on our turn we untap anyway. Yeah, sorry. I could just no-sell your joke too. That's cool. I apologize.
That's fine. That's fine.
I do that to you all the
What do you
time.
think this is, Amy? We're doing a show or something? Come on. This isn't
I
a
do that to
joking
you
matter.
all the time.
That's fine. That's totally
Because
fine.
your jokes suck.
It's not enough to get dunked on in this game, is it? All right. That's perfectly okay. I love it. Oh, good. Gary.
Gary.
We take 3? 4. Untap Entrancing Liar? No thanks. We drew... Oh, thank God.
Gary.
Yeah, it's the only thing we can do. But it's a good blocker, actually. Well, it's a good blocker against their Gary, not against their Careless Celebrant. But we gain some life.
We'll get some Gary to Gary action.
Yeah. Their devotion's higher than ours. Feels bad. Okay. Thank you, Omen, though. The Omen is what helped us with that 1 extra devotion there. We have no cards in hand. They have 2. We're down a game. Which means if and when they win, we are done with this match and this draft.
No.
But that's fine. I mean, on a multi 5, there really was not much we could do. Yeah. What they're talking about here is the fact that if their Careless Celebrant, if we block their Careless Celebrant, it dies, but it's dealt 2 damage to Gary, and when it dies, it deals 2 damage. So we just block Gary. And if they have a way to kill their Careless Celebrant, I guess, then Gary dies, but yeah, we're just mitigating 2 and going to 6. Do they have anything else to play? Oh, an Omen of the Forge that deals 2 damage to Gary. Okay. It's a card in our graveyard, though. We have 4 cards. We need 4 other cards. So the only thing that we could do is like sack Omen, but it's not fast enough. We will decline to untap that. We drew a land. Well, that's the end. We've lost. We can't get anything else in our graveyard. We can do this and put this in our graveyard, but then we won't have enough land to play the Woe Strider. So, and we don't have enough swamps. We need 1 black to do this, 2 black to do this. So we lose. Pass. Good game, and then concede, I guess. Oh, well, we're not dead yet. We're at 6.
Yeah.
Sure. That's a little unfortunate, but sure. They get to scry 2. That was a little bit of a premature good game. I usually hate doing that, so I apologize to our opponent for that. That was unintentional. I wasn't fully counting, because we're not dead yet. And we do have Omen to scry 2, similarly to how they're doing it. Look at it all fancy.
Yeah. It's very holographic, sort of.
Kind of. 3D, almost.
Yeah, yeah.
They are at 24. They put 1 on top, 1 on bottom. So they know what they're drawing here. You know, something they wanted, which is bad for us. They draw 2, lose 2, mill 2. So they go to 22. Oh no. Okay, they got an Underworld Ragehound in their graveyard.
Ooh. That's a cool card.
I mean, yeah, I guess. We pass to attackers. We're not dead yet. We go to 2. And before they pass... Okay, they're playing something. I assume. Yeah, okay. It's the Underworld Ragehound. Even with the Woe Strider, we're very dead. Oh, it's a Pharika spawn. It's a 3/4. Okay. Before our turn, let's do this and scry 2. Plummet. They have no flyers. Or Elspeth's Nightmare, which can kill Gary. But that's not enough mana to do anything. So yeah, both go on the bottom. Goodbye. Done. Bottom, bottom. We have to try to get something to live. We can decline. We drew a land. Okay. Literally the only other things that we could do, so submit. We have 2 blockers, but they have 3 attackers. So we lose, I think. Right? This doesn't have any other abilities that I'm not aware of. Pass? Yeah, we just lose. We have no cards in hand. Okay, there you go. They wrap in flames, they deal 1 damage to both of our creatures, and those creatures can't block. So now I can say good game appropriately. Apologies for the preliminary good game before it was pertinent, but good game. Trinova or Trinova, either way.
Yeah.
Nicely done. So, that is the end of this draft. Like Amy said, I actually liked this deck as well. I think our sideboarding is bad. I think it's wholly my fault. But I'm not very good at sideboarding, and especially on a clock like that, which is not how sideboarding works at all, except that that's how Arena decides to do it. We got 800 gems in 3 packs for 2 wins, so that's something. But yeah, that was the end of this traditional draft for Theros Beyond Death. Our record was 2-2, so we broke even. I would have liked to have done better. We know we can, because we did with that Rakdos deck that we made.
Yeah.
But for now, as I said, that is going to be the end. Thank you all so very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. Amy, what did you think overall?
I liked it. This
Good.
was fun.
Good.
Yeah, and I feel like we were doing some sort of complex things that I was actually able to keep on top of and understand.
Sure.
So
Good. And that's super
That's
important.
nice.
That's super important because, again, we didn't really mention it this time around, but with Amy being the less experienced player of the two of us and trying to go through all these formats and learn things and etc., that's really important to make sure that newer players understand what's going on, even with the complexities of Arena. The problem that I see with it, and it's unique to our situation, and we get that, is that the timers are frustrating for when trying to figure things out appropriately.
Yeah.
When you're sitting there and you're like, hey, I want to do X, Y, and Z. Well, why? Well, because of this. Oh, the timer's coming. Well, sorry, I can't explain it. I just have to do all this stuff. Hope you can follow along. You know, that's a little bit frustrating, and that's kind of, you know, at the speed of thought, or at the speed of us typing, or talking, I mean. But, you know, for people playing solo, it's probably very frustrating to have to sit there and wait for us to figure out all those things and talk about them. Yeah. So, to a degree, I get that. It's, you know, it is... to some, a solitary experience. And so for that reason, I can understand why the rope is there, and especially because there are some people who, we haven't seen it yet, thankfully, but there are some people who, when they are losing, will just sit there and let their timers run down in hopes that you'll get frustrated and concede so that they will get the victory instead of you.
That's obnoxious.
Yes. And those people are few and far between. Thankfully, knock on wood, I have not run into any of those players yet on this game, although we're not playing ranked stuff. If we were doing ranked and they were climbing the ladder or whatever, they might do that. It's just, all it does is waste people's time. And it's very rude and it's very frustrating. But it does happen. I know it does. I've played Magic Online, and I've had it happen there on this channel. You can go back and see that if you really care to. But yeah, people get salty, and it's frustrating. But that's, again, those are somewhat isolated incidents. So for now, that is going to be the end, as I said, of this draft. I really hope that everybody enjoyed. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Leave your congratulations for Amy for better understanding the format, doing cool things. I've said to Amy after we've gone off the air, but not on camera, that I'm super grateful to her for being here, for co-hosting with me, as well as for helping out with mulligans a lot of times. That's a lot of times where you make big decisions are with the mulligans, because one, it's a little bit more friendly in terms of time availability, but also you know what you like and don't like when it comes to hands of Magic cards. Yeah. So, you know, making sure that that's something that we can do is helpful. I appreciate that. So thank you for that.
Thank you for having me, I guess.
You're welcome. And thank you, all of you, for joining us, for watching. We hope that you've enjoyed every little bit of this. Let us know what more you might want to see us do on Arena. I can't make any promises, but we can sure try. I would love to hear feedback on it. Some of these may be filmed a lot earlier than you're seeing them. So, you know, if you're asking for stuff, you know, we may have done it. We may not have done it.
If it's like really specific and like Wizards like takes it down, then that's probably not something that we're going to be able to do.
Right. And also, as you can see, like, oh, traditional historic is going on right now. We're not going to play that because our collection is not up to snuff enough for us to have a deck that would be competitive enough for historic. So, you know, if there are limited things that you want us to try, do you want to see us do Ranked Draft Ravnica Allegiance? Like I said, by the time this comes out, that might not be available anymore. But, like, if there's a particular format that you want us to try, always let us know in the comments of any of our Arena videos. That's kind of the idea. Yeah. So, commenting on this video about anything and everything, liking this video, subscribing, ringing the bell for notifications, checking out our other channels, all that fun YouTube stuff. Hopefully you all understand that and appreciate that, because we do. And we know that that helps us out quite a bit. So thank you for doing that in advance. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.